Hello, and thank you for watching. This video will demonstrate some of the steps that we've been taking to understand how to read EEG data and the systems involved in that process. So the system that we are using is developed and sold by the company OpenBCI and costs about $1,000 total. On my head you see an EEG electrode cap with a number of embedded EEG electrodes. These electrodes are electrically coupled to my scalp using conductive electrode gel. Their leads are all contained in this bundle which comes out the back of my head and eventually feeds into this microcontroller. This microcontroller is wirelessly transmitting EEG waveforms to a secondary microcontroller that's plugged into the computer. On the computer you can see OpenBCI's graphical user interface for displaying these signals. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can see time series for each of these electrodes in use, and on the right side of the screen, you can see Fourier transforms of these signals. So, what signals are we using? The first signal, channel 1, is from this electrode above my eyebrow. Channel 2 is watching the back of an electrode in the back of my head over my visual cortex. Channels 3, 4, and 5 are watching my motor cortex. Channel 6 is anterior to my motor cortex, and channel 7 is posterior to my motor cortex. So there are two signals that I want to demonstrate today. The first is actually not an EEG signal, but an EMG signal, which is caused by muscle contraction rather than firing of neurons. So this will happen every time I blink my eyes. An EMG impulse will be observed on channel 1 with every eye blink. The second waveform I want to demonstrate is an EEG waveform called an alpha wave. Alpha waves occur when regions of the brain stop processing information and are sort of sitting idly. So, on channel 2, which is watching my visual cortex, we will see an alpha wave when I close my eyes. And this alpha wave will have a higher amplitude than the waves that were visible before. And it should vanish immediately upon opening my eyes again. I would like to be able to show more motor cortex signals. Unfortunately, the GUI does not have the signal processing techniques required to isolate and properly display motor cortex signals resulting from, say, finger movement or etc. That's all I wanted to demonstrate. Thank you very much for watching.